was nice, Stephanie.
It was.
Took the edge off a bit.
You good?
I'm good.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Y'all ready?
As ready as I'm gonna get.
This is it. Okay, cool. This is it.
Hey, ladies.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
We're back again.
We're back again. This is episode 4.
Oh,
this is gonna be good.
This is a special occasion.
Why?
4 because
for
it's 4 journeys. 4 journeys.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Okay.
So y'all. Hey y'all, I'm Stephanie. Welcome back to our channel. If you have not already, please subscribe, like, and comment. You can find us at 4 Journeys on YouTube, JOURNIES. And on TikTok, you can find us at 4 Journeys 4.
And share.
And share.
And comment.
And
Don't text me.
Comment
On the page.
Right.
Amen. Okay, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about our journeys. We thought that it would be really important for y'all to just kind of get to know us on this episode and know how we got to where we are today. So I am going to be the brave one. And I'm gonna kick it off. I was so ready. Now I'm just like, ooh. But I'm gonna take off fear and I'm gonna do this. All right.
Come on, Stephanie.
Okay. So the journey I am on is a journey of loving myself, finding my voice, getting closer to God, keeping that relationship with God. And what brought me to this journey is growing up, going through bullying, being molested, getting raped, miscarriages. And I realized about a couple of years ago that all of those things that happened to me numbed me to where I just didn't feel anything. And I would always think, like, is something wrong with me? Like, why I'm not crying when everybody crying? Or why I'm not sad like everybody's sad when everybody's sad? And God set me down, and I just had a moment of just like self-reflecting and thinking about all the things that I've been through in the past. And I realized that every bad thing that I went through, I was just so numb. So anybody could have said anything to me wrong, disrespectful, and I wouldn't have responded to it because I was just so numb. I didn't feel anything. And I remember praying, asking God, like, why am I not feeling anything? Can you like help me to feel like everybody else is feeling? I want to like cry, when it's time to cry. Like, is something wrong with me? And you ask, you pray, and he will deliver. And so I had a moment where I self-reflected and I looked back at my past and all of the things that I've been through, the bad things just numbed me. And then I started working on myself. I started loving on myself. I started finding my voice, putting up boundaries, and placing those boundaries did cause relationships to end. It caused rifts in relationships, but I needed to do that for myself to get my voice back, because from being molested and raped, my voice was taken. Like I didn't feel like I could stand up for myself. I didn't feel like I mattered, and I never said anything to anybody about it. My mama don't know, so mama, don't call me. Don't try to talk to me about it because I don't want to discuss it. But it happened, and I felt shamed. And so I never talked about it. I never said anything to anybody about it because of the shame. And today, as I was thinking about what we're going to be talking about, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let fear have a hold on me anymore. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to live because of things that happened to me in my past, or just be afraid of what may happen. Like, I'm not going to let fear have this hold on me anymore. So I was like, okay, God, I would never talk about this. I was thinking about it in the shower, like, dang, should I say this? Should I not? But I was like, no, fear, you don't have a hold on me. Mm-hmm. So I hope I can be a testimony for somebody that even if you go through bad things, you can come out of it. Now I'm married with kids. I have a house. I have things going for me. I have plans for myself. And that stuff didn't stop me. It didn't take a hold on me. It did numb me for a while, but it didn't keep me there. And I prayed about it. So I gave it to God and I asked God to help me because I knew I needed help. And I went to the source for help and he helped me. And it was hard realizing those things and reliving those things and going through those things, but it was so helpful to me because now I have my voice back. Now I'm learning to love myself. Now I'm learning to give myself grace because those times where I could have been learning things with dealing with women, dealing with boys, or whatever the case may be, I was just so numb that I couldn't learn anything. So now I have a moment to where I'm able to learn. So I'm giving myself grace as I'm learning myself, my body, what looks good on me, what doesn't, what works for me, what doesn't, what deodorant works for me, what doesn't. Like I'm learning to give myself grace as I'm learning, because I didn't learn when I was numb, and I noticed it. And I'm just grateful. God is so good because he does deliver when you ask. He will deliver, and he's there. Even through those bad moments, I had moments where I was like, God, where were you when these things were happening to me? And he said, I was right there. Mm-hmm. I was right there. And I knew he was there because it could have been worse.
Mm-hmm. I do want to ask a question, Stephanie, because my feelings is hurt. My feelings is always hurt.
Okay.
What was you ashamed of?
Just ashamed of knowing, I don't know, just somebody knowing that I was molested. It just brought shame to me. I can't explain to you why I was shamed, but I just felt shamed. Somebody knowing that I was raped, it just felt like shame. Like it just felt like I don't want to ever tell anybody this because I don't want anybody to ever know this about me. It was just, now I can look at it and I can say there was nothing for you to be shamed about.
Right.
But
what about your mother? Why would you not talk to your mother about it?
Because I don't want to see her sad. I don't want to see her sad about it. And I don't want her to say, why didn't you say anything? Because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to process it. So I just act like nothing ever happened. Just a next day happened and it was like nothing, like gone. Nothing happened.
Was it a family member? Was it a classmate?
It was a classmate.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not a classmate. It was a family member that molested me. But raped somebody I didn't even know. And never said anything to my mama about it.
Neither cases?
Nope.
Not your sister?
Nope.
Did you not have anybody close to you that you wanted to confide in?
I just never wanted to talk about it.
You just wanted to just cover it up and forget as though it never happened?
It never happened. I didn't want to speak on it. I didn't want to talk to anybody about it. It was just shame. Like, I can't even describe it. Shame. Like, just, I don't know. I really don't understand why I did not say anything to my mama about it. I was always an independent child. And I've always been a child I go with my friends. Like, I wasn't at home a lot with her. I was always gone with my friends and things like that. But I never said anything to anybody about it. I told my husband years later, but like years later now. But other than that, nobody. So I've just held it in, just been stored up somewhere. And I've never said nothing to anybody because I was just shamed. And I don't know why.
I think that's normal for women to
feel shame.
Oh, yeah.
Or feel like it's your fault, or did I do something to cause this?
Yeah.
Or even tuck it away and pretend as though to cope with it, not to say anything, to forget it or try to forget that it never happened. Tuck it somewhere so far behind you that you don't even process it anymore. So,
and that's how it was. Something that I never just didn't process it anymore. Just, it happened, and like I said, the very next day, nothing. Didn't say anything to anybody, nothing.
So I have a question. That you have a daughter, how is that going to be something that you are now wanting her to feel comfortable if these things were to arise in her life going forward? Are you going to allow her to have the platform to come and speak to you that she won't feel ashamed? Or you know, like, how would she know to come to you about this, not knowing that this happened to you, that she can now say, I now can actually tell my mom something, if this would, God forbid, I don't want it to happen, but in all honesty, something could arise in her life that this could be an issue that you will want to be able to share to her, to say, hey, I had this happen to me. I don't want this to happen to you. And you sharing that will let her know, like, it's a safe space.
I'm always open with her, and I'm always talking to her. So I hope that with us always talking and being around each other, that would make her feel comfortable. That may be why I didn't feel comfortable, because I wasn't always talking to my mama. I was always with my friends, you know? So maybe that's why I didn't feel comfortable or safe, or, you know, didn't want to just share it. I didn't want to make her sad, but I didn't feel like, you know, we didn't have conversations about sex and things like that. So it wasn't like a sex shame. It was like, you know, I grew up where if you had a twist, look at her, she fast. Look how she shaped. Can't help it. Can't help how I'm shaped. So that brings on shame. You know, like, oh, look at how she walking, and just 10, I'm just walking, you know, like certain things like that. So that could have been a reason why I didn't feel comfortable and safe. But with my daughter, I'm always talk to her about her body. Right now she's 7, so she has stages where, like, for some reason, as a young girl, she'll get a little musty. And I've talked to her about it, because as a young girl, the same thing happened to me, to where I didn't know how to handle it, and I had to constantly switch out deodorants. Like, even now as an adult, I have to switch out deodorants constantly because of it. And so now, as she's young and it happens to her, and I'm like, it's not a shameful thing for her. We talk about it. If someone's like, "Ooh, Hope, you smelling bad," and she's like, she just laughs about it. So she's not shamed. So I'm hoping that having conversations with her about her body, what's happening with her body, and showing her, you know, hey, it's okay if this happens, or, you know, certain things are going to be happening with your body. If you have questions, let me know. I even have those conversations with her now, because there's so much that they see on TV. They talk about, they see kids kissing or adults kissing on a show or a movie, and they got questions about it. So I'm hopeful that with me speaking to her and talking to her, that it makes her be more open with me as she gets older. She talks to me about everything now. So I hope as she gets older, that continues.
And being intentional.
Yes.
Intentional with her, and letting her know, you know, the process that you're taking. I too have a daughter, you know, and it's always important that I'm intentional with Kennedy, and, you know, giving her a safe space. We can talk. Let's talk. You know, that's a beautiful thing to have, an open communication where she's not afraid. You know, I'm not her friend, but as I tell her, we can be friendly, but I'm not your friend. So keep it intentional. Make sure that, you know, you're putting her in a safe space where she can talk to you, where she's safe with you, and she can be honest. Because that's so important. You know, so.
It is. So that's my journey. That's where I am right now. So I'm finding myself. I'm living on myself. I'm giving myself grace. I'm learning to not be ashamed of things that may be going on with me. Loving myself at my heaviest weight, my thinnest weight, whatever is going on with me. Loving on me, pouring into me, giving myself grace, and staying connected to God and maintaining a good relationship with Him, so that I can hear Him through bad times, and I know when He's guiding me, you know. So that's my journey. Amen.
That's a beautiful journey.
Thank you.
I'm sad, but it's a I didn't know that. You know, because we talk, and it's so many times. There it is. So many times we listen to each other, and we don't know the journey. We don't know where each other's been or how we got here. And to hear that you know, and I talked to you, never explained it to me or never expressed it to me, it makes me sad. Everything makes me sad.
Well, go ahead and talk about your journey. While you all on the roll. Go ahead.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
I just, you know, as Black women, we don't have the support that we need. You know what I'm saying? We don't get it, you know. My journey is longer than Stephanie's because I've been living longer.